typing? The fact that racism outside the U.S.
I like that for Doughboy though. I'm glad he's not being racially harassed.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's too wholesome and nice to be like going through a badass racism. You know, I wish that on him.
Part of you that assumes that he is being discriminated against, but that he just doesn't have the self confidence to like declare.
No, no, I don't think it's self confidence. I think it's just like he's just not aware. He's just like, I'm just going through life. That's what I think. Or like, maybe excluding you from things because they're like, fuck that fat black dude, and you're just like, maybe they just don't like me. Yeah. Damn, that's probably a better way to look at things, in terms of
like my life experience is that like, and granted that is as a white man, but like, being basically like an undercover spy within the white.
If y'all don't fuck with Rob Banks, go run and jump off of a building.
Let it rain on me like that shit on TNT. Don't they go to fucking show? With drugs and pain, Sprite shit. I was one of a kind. I know your type rare. I know life is a bitch and she don't fight fair. How the fuck I wake up from a dream to a nightmare? Left us behind, you seen that light glare.
OG Picks, my boy, what's the deal?
You can just pull up to your crib and see
See right here.
nobody love you till you dead. That's when they might care. Let's just be fair before we rush into a level. Wanna know if you really for me, girl, what's your angle? It's only for the better if I'm trying to change you. Loving me too easy if you leave, I don't blame you. Karma got me fucked up so mentally unstable. I got wrapped up in my emotions now. I'm painful. Deep in my thoughts and overthinking can get painful. Watch how I move on, decision can be fatal. Getting messages, conversations with my angels. Just walk with me, you will see I'm trying to save you. Both times I got myself, I'm still confused, so betrayal. From rocks to riches, shit still hot, I'm just on fade too. Finding in pain, dirty Sprite share. My dog was one of a kind, I know your type rare. I know life is a bitch and she don't fight fair. How the fuck I wake up from a dream to a nightmare? Left us behind, you seen that light glare. I know you walking up to heaven on them white stairs. I can't just pull up to your crib and see you right there. Nobody love you till you dead, that's when they might care. Living on this own and he running out of options now, cause he feel like he couldn't be a son. At his mom, I know getting less Mr. School Junior, yeah, he thought about dropping out. Come against the wall, 40 on the when he popping out. Stark role, he just trying to find a proper route. Hate the criticism, he uses music to block out. This is a big boy, let's not say it even changed the way he play with toys. I'm late night with they told me to quit making noise. Stuck in his feelings, he been spending every day annoyed. He wanna start over and never leave his face destroyed. He miss his hood, not as something that he can't avoid. Bonding over drugs and pain, dirty Sprite share. I was one of a kind, I know your type rare. I know life is a bitch and she don't fight fair. How the fuck I wake up from a dream to a nightmare? Left us behind, you seen that light glare. I know you walking up to heaven on them white stairs. But I can't just pull up to your crib and see you right there. Nobody love you till you dead, that's when they might care.
Go to sleep. Nigga, you go to sleep. Nice, lit, Pookie. I stayed up all night and good morning. Damn, you stayed up all night, gang? See murder from T Moves. Damn, I thought Deline got you. Congrats on being alive still. Thank you, bro.
With Panera's new mix and match value menu, 2 or more faves are just $4.99 each.
Like very
Deline did happy last night though.
how do you guys know my favorites?
Oh, the menu.
I love love.
Deline did have me last night though. Last night I was faded. I ain't gonna lie.
You ever feel like you worthless, like you ain't worth shit? I know that ain't perfect.
No, I'm not listening to that song, bro. Quit the lean. Eventually, I'll quit it.
No more love, he's no more dots. Let's try. No, let's try. Smoking dope, back to back, come fried. Back in for 3 days, see the pain in my eyes. To get it right, and I'm ready. If you love
Trent the Trend, stop chipping out, bro. You chipping out. Listen to Key Glock Faded. I see you still haven't got a haircut. I see you still worried about another man's haircut. That's kind of gay if you ask me.
feel like you was fine, a broken heart in the skies. Never made it down, even though I was telling lies. Baby, there we go. All the stars, same old thing. You know, the same old song. One day you're here, next day you're oh,
Miserable life. My life ain't miserable because I be banging your mom. Trend the trends, bro. You keep chimping out. Stop chimping out. Gina, I do work. I work by banging your mom every night, and she pays me for that. That's my job. I don't want to be alone.
Hey man, shout out my boy Shooter.
You look like a goofy. Your mom look like a goofy.
Twice Yearly PrEP is here. One office visit every 6 months, 2 times a year for HIV prevention.
Trend the trends, bro. I'm finna time you out. You keep talking.
You the reason I don't trust bitches.
You annoying, bro. I don't wanna hear nothing from you no more. Shut up, boy.
That's how it be. I ain't been getting no sleep. I've been running. Stop. Think about
Real I wasn't working. Yeah, apparently these brains on the scene. This nigga in LA. Yes, I am. Cali don't claim him. Cali don't claim you, boy.
shows all alone. In another nigga city, we wrong. Pray to God I can make it back home. Even if I don't, it'll be
So been broken half. I got too many scars. Kev from Long Beach. Nah, I'm from LA. Nah, I'm from LA. I'm from Los Angeles. I'm not from no Long Beach. Pray to God I can make it back home, even if I don't. I'm be gone. Life is hard, yeah. What you got in that wood, gang? Some good Zaza. Long Beach is dope, but I'm not from Long Beach. I'm from LA. Who you repping? I'm repping your mom. Shout out to Nick Gurr. That was cute.
Put them fair eyes and bring them in. Right here, we this whole ride. Watch me get this shit on hustle. You gonna watch me blow. Blow. You know what I'm saying? Look, bitch, we grinding right now. It's what I fucking hotel before you go from family dropping video, dropping other tour, but we grinding right now. It's here 2 times. Like, damn.
Bro, 25 already the pass. Biz vlog, stop chipping out, bro.
Right now, like 4 in the morning.
Gina, you need to stop talking. I'm finna time you out. Oh, I'm tired of hearing you. You could shut up, Gina. I'm timing shit out today. Drop me your address. My address is your mom's house. I'm at your mom's house right now. Hey, bro. Biz vlogs don't want no smoke, I promise you. Oh God, you will get smoked. Who would I get smoked by, brother? You live in San Diego, bro. Chula Vista. I don't even know what the hell Chula Vista is. I'm not going to no Philly. Martin, you say you finna get bend over? That's crazy. Martin, you finna bend over? It's crazy. I'm diagnosed with your mom. That's what I'm diagnosed with.
Hey, stop what I do. Play from the very top. Draw. In Jersey right now.
He's scared. What am I scared of? What could I possibly be scared of? You think I'm scared of you?
We're always with you.
You look like you stink. Your mom look like she stink.
Yeah, you are. Zero.
Your mom coochie stink. We all dissed him. He fraud. Y'all all dissed me and still ain't did shit. So y'all falsely dissing. Your short videos be lit. Love from Brooklyn. Hey, shout out to Brooklyn, bro. I appreciate you. Make sure you like this video, bro, and subscribe to my channel.
They think it's smoke on me. These killers run me, they look up to me. I got them baddies, I won't say no names. I hope it don't catch up to me. You're in your man that you can't fuck with me. You X me out, you ain't have to fuck with me, nigga. Why you can't? For you, I just don't know it. Tell me I wasn't fine when I told you I love you. Girl.
What you mix with you, man? That don't even make sense. You got no squabbles. I'll knock you out. I got no squabbles, but I'll knock you out.
Your favorite athlete, I said that nigga.
Yeah, your mom's gonna pay for my haircut, actually. Anthony Chandler, your mom's gonna pay for my haircut, boy. Drop Eddie.
You hear them talking, he say, I hit the gas and bring my money in the when I talk now. Them bitches know it's over with they in my
Pull up on I'm on Fig and I'm on Slauson and Fig. Meet me on Slauson. Meet me at the Arco on Slauson and Fig. Yeah, I live literally across the street from the Arco on Slauson and Fig, bro. I literally live right across the street from the Arco on Slauson and Fig, bro. So let me know when you at the Arco and I'm gonna come outside. I'm gonna come knock you out.
Hey man, shout out my boy Shooters Touch Spiff, man. Glass this nigga around. I don't give a fuck what the nigga talking about.
Yeah.
He said, "Come outside, nigga. You're not there that fast, nigga. I'm not finna waste my time. I'm not finna waste my time coming outside. Let me know when you really outside."
I had the chance to tell the truth and played you. So many times you did on and need you, but was faithful. That's why I want to thank you and then give you the best of me. I can't take back the past, but I got the rest to be. Let's jump on the plane.
See the world together. Kill my last name, be my girl forever. I don't mention all the lights, but they don't see the mix-up and the breakups. And it's a cold, cold world. It's a wild, wild life.
You girl, I'm alright. In the middle of it.
You are just a YTB troll. Exactly. He just trolling. He not really outside.
Whatever you need, I'll be on full speed. Guaranteed to
Thanks for time.
for you.
I'm really outside. No, you not.
Sky
You not outside.
and sky.
Nah, I'm on the first floor. Hey, PM, go home. PM is already at home. He's not at the gas station where I told him to go to. He lying. He said, "I'm looking right at you." No, you not. Oh, shit. You wish you was looking right at me, but you not. He said, "Why you scared to go outside?" I'm not scared to go outside. I'm just not finna waste my time. I'm high. He gonna make me waste my high by going outside. I'm not going outside because he not there. He literally just told me he was on Fig. Like, you cannot be where I just told you to go in 30 seconds. Fuck out of here. You think I'm 4 years old?
Come outside then if I'm Cap. I don't gotta go outside to know you Cap. I know you're Cap. Yeah, if you outside, come bust my window. If you see me, come bust my window. You a punk. Your mama a punk. Your daddy a punk, Danny. Damn, Danny, get PM. Dick out your mouth. You D-writing. Danny, stop D-writing, bro. You D-writing PM, bro. Stop D-writing. We're gonna murder with you, Brody. I bet I can see them morning. So, PM lives with parents in suburbs. Oh God. Hey, PM, bro. I thought you was gonna bust my window out, bro. I thought you said you were looking right at me. If you're looking right at me, you would have bust my window out. Danny, you think what the fuck I need your respect for? Who are you? You're really just you're a little scary nigga in his basement talking crazy. Nigga, you think I need respect from you? I don't need respect from you. Who the fuck are you? Talking about, wait. Low key, is the op with a cap gun and a butter knife. Oh, oh, PM, they said you got a cap gun and a butter knife. Goodbye, my friend. What city you from? I'm from LA, bro. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Right on Slauson and Fig. Waiting for PM. Hey, get back. Nah, I need money for your mom. I need money so I can buy your mom some food. I can send 500 for 500 right now. Yeah, send it for your mom. I'm gonna go use it on your mom. I think your mom could use 500 real quick. Danny, the only person I'm scared of is your mom. I'm scared of your mom. I'm scared of your mom, Danny. That's the only person I'm scared of. Man.
Everything used to be.
You look like SpongeBob. Your dad look like SpongeBob, man.
So, what do we think? Are there any synergies? What are the benchmarks?
It still has to go through market research.
It's a good name. It has a name, Gerald. Any other obvious questions? No? Great. Begin Kylie's collection.
PM like that. PM is not like that. He's scared. That nigga Ben stopped typing. I think PM left. I think PM is not even in the chat no more. Yeah, PM is scared. PM, we exposed him. He's a buster. Why are you looking at my lips? That's pretty weird, bro. You looking at my lips. Why you looking at my lips, bro? That's pretty weird, bro.
Oh, shit. Everyone, thank you, Lord. You's a damn goofy. Your mama's a goofy. Nah, Danny, you. Nah, Danny, Danny told me you can switch up now. It's a rap for you both. Yeah, it's a rap for them both, huh, gang? Yeah, EPN told me. I already know, gang. I know what you was trying to say. I know what you was trying to say. I'm gonna snatch your big chain on her. You ain't gonna snatch nothing, boy. Aha. You wish. Aha, you wish. You wish you could snatch my chain. You wish. Aha. You broke boy. You wish you could snatch my chain, you broke boy. Danny, shut up. You keep D writing CM. Stop D writing. Stop D writing CM, bro. Keep D writing, bro.
Okay, for the worst since the even now. Young nigga full of pain, you ain't turning down. Reminiscing some dark days, make me whole. Lord.
Okay, so I will show you.
Yeah.
Let me
Tell me what you
GT.
You'll see your bottom, what's the bottom? Even though he's at war, he keep him silent. He can take care of it.
Danny, UPM boyfriend? Exactly. Like, are you PM's boyfriend? Like, are you PM's boyfriend, Danny? Like, damn, Danny, are you PM's boyfriend, gang? You literally keep D-writing him, bro. That's all you doing, Danny Rivera. You just D-writing PM, bro. Stop D-writing, bro. You know you need a license. You know you need a license for that, right? D-writing with no license, bro. Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Bottom boy survival.
Keep him silent.
Nah, bro, you keep D-writing, bro. You don't gotta help me. Stop D-writing, bro. You don't gotta help me. Stop D-writing. I ain't never scared. It's you D-writing, bro. You're D-writing. Stop D-writing. Stop D-writing, bro. That's all you doing is D-writing, bro.
Guys, Cooler won't refill itself. Prices averted, my man. Walmart really delivered? That fast? Who knew?
He trying to make sure that boxer don't knock your block off. That boxer gonna knock your mama off. That's what he's gonna do.
I got a word on you know what I'm saying? You're the fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? You're a fan of it.
Pothead.
Yeah,
Your
boy.
mom's a meth head.
And not
Yeah, see, Danny. See, Danny, you just blew it, bro. Yeah, I'm already getting tired of you and I'm finna time you out. You just blew it, bro. You just blew it. You just said some you just said some weird stuff. You just blew it. Now you either gotta leave, you either hit the X button, or you either sit here and watch me. Whatever you wanna do. No, he is crackhead. Your mom's a crackhead. Lie. I got tired of hearing Danny. That nigga was getting annoying. Huh. Gina, you're back.
If you've been running from demon,
Imagine timing out a woman. Yup, and you gonna get timed right out again. Shut your dumb ass up. Now you getting timed out for 5 minutes now. Imagine getting on my live just to get timed out again. Damn. Ha ha. Imagine getting on my live just to get timed out again. Imagine get on my live just to talk and get timed out again. Imagine not being able to comment. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Now you either gotta hit the X button and get the fuck out of here, or you either watch me. You either sit here and watch me without being able to comment, or you can get the fuck out of here. Whichever one you want to do. But for now, you gotta shut up. You gotta shut up, Gina. 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 Gina BX. Gina BX. Gina BX. Me others don't get along. Gina BX. You gotta watch me. You say you about to bust? That's crazy. Weird, bro.
Tell that bitch to kick rocks. Hey, yeah.
Y'all be saying weird stuff, bro. Your mom's a nigger or a nigga. Bro only got smoke for females. No, I got smoke for you too. But I let him do it. Yeah, you can shut up. You find out too. You shut up. Yeah. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. What is this nigga name? Apex. Apex. Now Apex, you either get timed out or you either watch me or you can get the fuck up out of here. You just got timed out. You either watch me or you can get the fuck up out of here.
All of his teeth are wisdom teeth.
I really don't give a fuck what you do. Hmm.
If I
Whatever.
made you angry, girl, just know that.
Trans men still have to wear a shirt. I don't know nothing about that.
She quit on me, she's so still. That nigga, you can tell that you're mine still. And she don't wanna go to sleep, she angry. And she be noticing he ain't me. I stay with you, fancy. Don't want no fool, fancy. She got me everything. Same time, lives. Don't go get no life when I make a joke. Oh, and you make me pretty face, pretty tender, but pretty taught me ugly lessons. Pretty had me giving more than I was getting. So pretty don't come with something more than I did it. Shame to tell my friends how much I do for you. Cause they know that you would never do the same for me. I wasn't looking for your secrets, they just came to me.
How
And
you
they
doing this morning?
claim to me.
I'm doing good this morning. Thank you for asking.
I know the type of hugs.
I thought you was trans. I thought your mom was trans too.
I'm down these days, down to do better, cause you know I done enough. You should lay it down, talk about it when you up. She don't wanna go to sleep, she angry.
Go to sleep, Junebug. You tell your mom to go to sleep.
can change places. Go all over blue faces. She got my heartbeat racing. They say time is. Don't go get no life without me, cause you might still. And I don't wanna go and let you back. Anyone has any objections, speak up now or forever hold your peace. When I tell that nigga you bad, heard you get fired at baby, see
Your mom is whack.
see you I know that you did not forget.
I don't care about my being whack. Your mom is whack.
Lately she been noticing he ain't me. Oh, I wish that we can change places. Oh, the fancy. She got my heartbeat racing. They say time is. Don't go get no life without me, cause you still. Oh, and I don't let you make me. And you got me feeling crazy. Yeah. Off on the bricks, we got a whole lot of bricks, you got a whole lot of tricks, and I wanna see what you do.
Un túnel por unas ultra.
And people are like, maybe excluding you from things because they're like, fuck that fat black dude. And you're just like, maybe they just don't like me.
Yeah, that's how ignorance is black.
Damn, that's probably a better way to do things, in terms of
Like my life experience is that like, granted that was as a white man, but like, being basically like an undercover spy within the white world, I would say racism is pretty uncommon.
uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like hear white people say racist shit. Like once in a while, I'm not like saying it never happens, but like very rarely.
Nashville's like, see, so how folks like blue kind of.
I didn't see a lot, almost any.
But like if you lived in Boston, you'd probably see a lot more,
I feel like the thing about racism is that it's like it's a low IQ thing.
Yeah.
So if you hang out with dumb people, then you're gonna hear racism all the time. And as I've kind of like grown a social circle outside of my work and stuff, it's just like pretty educated people on average, people who are pretty well off on average. And for sure, like never do I ever hear anybody say anything racist. Now, granted, part of that is that like they probably just would think that I would snitch on them.
Yeah, because the majority of the country is still like poor whites, you know what I mean? So it's like they're probably ripping the racism hard.
Like Tom Segura, no pores. I don't go around the pores.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that view is like,
When I do, it's just not. We just don't get deep enough to reveal our secret.
Yeah, they're not showing that stuff. That's
Whites you think they're black.
Exactly.
So like, that's a whole. You feel me?
No, that's true. That's actually a great point.
Yeah. Shout out those whites though. I'm not fuck with you.
Yeah, this is about to be the most cringe conversation we've ever had on here. But the game and YG are doing a head-to-head in versus on Thursday.
They sure are.
And at first, I thought like Game is going to destroy him, and then I kind of like looked at YG's list of singles, and it's like it really is pretty close.
It's close.
I feel like YG. I think the Game gets a lot more respect as a rapper, and is more representative of a time period in rap that people love, which is the G Unit era. The G Unit era combined with like Dr. Dre and like West Coast shit for the first time. When I think about YG, I think a lot of people by that time were like not really like concerned with what the streets of LA were doing music wise. By the time you get to like 2010, a lot of people like all over the country, like music was becoming more regional and people just weren't really like fucking with YG that much. That being said, he did create a lot of big hit records that when you go through his list, it is like, damn, that's a lot of big ass hits right there. So I think it is going to be pretty close, despite the fact that Game, I think, has like the fan advantage in the eyes of the people. His catalog and really kind of him are just like more beloved.
I think it depends on the demographic of who's going to be in the audience at that show. Because if it's just a bunch of YNs, like YG's
It's
gonna
not about the demographic there though. It's because it's going to be streamed online, and that's who's going to
And that's the vote.
The vote, yeah.
But I think that the people in the building can sway, public opinion. Like, what I'm saying?
How
Like,
crazy they're going.
exactly. It's like just like even like felt having you felt.
Well,
but,
it's going to be a bunch of their entourages. It's going to be some hip hop media Illuminati type characters in LA.
No, I can see that because the game is probably going to do a lot better at performing. I would say if I just had a guess.
Yeah.
But the jerk reaction was like the game is going to blow him out of the water with all these radio hits. But then, like Adam said, you look at the list of fucking YG singles,
Right.
and he's got the same amount pretty much.
It's almost crazy because Donald Trump.
As the game first, and then we'll do it for the game, I guess. So the big hitters, my N word,
My Igga.
Who Do You Love, featuring
That's an automatic dub.
Big Bank, featuring these characters,
Shaky.
Tooted and Booted.
Amazing.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell him.
So this is what I was gonna say. Those type of songs for YG, that's gonna be shaky for him. They're either gonna go or people are gonna be like, "This didn't really age that well."
I think it's going to go. More than like a rapidy, super hard song might go.
But I guess that's how he bounces around them because he does have like different categories. Because then once you get back into his West Coast anthems,
you don't even want that big.
that bull. That's a pretty strong era for him to have all these songs to go off of, and then street favorites and deep cuts. Fuck Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, bring.
Am I crazy for putting 20 songs?
No,
it's
that's
not
what
20.
Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, that's the standard.
Well, last time that I checked, I forgot about that.
It's looking pretty good when you really,
Yeah, but other than the last five is a little rough.
I don't think it's looking.
Let's check out the games so we can see because the games might fall off too.
When he does One Blood, that's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, of course.
Low key, YG got to get into his mixtape. There was no mixtape hits there.
And is Game performing the verses with the songs with 50 and shit? Is he doing this?
See, okay, yeah.
How we do it? Come on,
easy. Dreams, West Side Story, Put You On Game.
I'm saying those three are automatic wins.
But this is all like his first album, and he just has 5 of the most insane songs.
Yeah.
Give me 5. Give me more. What?
Just prompted to give you more, maybe.
Wait, didn't I say give me more?
The Game's top 20 songs per verses.
Did I not? I think it was like a show all, but it doesn't actually.
It's some website.
Fuck you.
You don't want to hear what I want.
AI mode, you piece of shit. Okay.
Oh, Ali Mumaye. Oh, my.
That's a good one.
Going crazy.
I was just living dreams the other day. A great song.
West Side Story. It's One Blood. Who You in the Game? The City featuring Kendrick. El Chapo with Skrillex.
No.
Am I not?
100.
They gave us third grade.
They have multiple Drake features. Wouldn't get
We don't care about Celebration.
Easy would go hard.
Yeah, it would.
That's crazy.
Church for Thugs goes crazy.
All English is not a versus song.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that.
He's falling off.
YG. This is not a good representation of what the game would play.
Right. Is it fair to say that both the Game and YG haven't really made like a song that really moved the needle in
sometime?
5 years
at least.
It's gonna be a good bout for sure. It's closer than you think. I like it's 2 different generations of the West Coast, 2 different music styles. There's gonna be a lot of nostalgia at play. There's gonna be a lot of just I sound more current. It's easier for people to relate to me. I'm more of the times.
Right.
This is a good one.
You think It'd be like the most star-studded blood event of our lifetime.
All the blood is
Who is valid enough blood to get on the guest list for this?
Is WAC 100 going to be there?
I wasn't going to say it, but
You know they're
said it.
gonna let me. I already heard
From my conversation with Wack, it didn't sound like he was planning on going.
And why not? Do you think?
He did not specify, but I do feel like it would probably be a pretty contentious place for him to be.
He says him in the game are cool, right?
But be a lot of I don't think YG
I've never heard nothing.
would respond well to being in Wack's presence.
Okay.
And then I would be particularly worried about other people in his entourage.
I see.
And people he associates with, perhaps.
Remember in the game when YG did that walk through Compton, I think Wack said that he didn't want to go because he didn't want to make it about him and maybe some conversations he has to have with people or whatever. He wanted
just didn't want anything to happen.
Like, I don't know who he doesn't get along with in YG's camp, but
Yeah, I really didn't know. I was just wondering.
Yeah,
You know.
Where's it gonna be at? It's in. I know it's in LA, but where is it a location on it? I'm not sure.
And do you think there will be any ruckus when you think they'll get into it at all? Do you think the entourages will end up getting into it?
Nah.
they're always running.
Like some 3-6 Bone Thug shit. They was throwing the mic at each other and shit, kind of.
Spicy.
Big Hit's gonna be for Rich Rabbit for sure.
He's gonna have his poker on him, so they better not pop it
For
off.
sure, Rich Rabbit will not be in the It will be like, on one hand, it's all Bloods, but it's just like a lot of different versions of Blood.
Right.
Yeah.
Variations.
I personally think Munch and Me should be in the building.
Has to. I hope. I hope he is.
I feel like he could be.
Well, 6'9".
A little more
Blood.
iffy. Yeah, a little more iffy.
Superstar Blood.
Jim Jones? You think Jim Jones gonna be there?
Jim Jones should be there. Him and that certified gangster.
Who are all the top Bloods? Like, who needs to be in attendance?
DJ Quick.
Bloods, man.
DJ Quick.
Birdman gotta be in attendance. DJ Quick. Quick never pops out. He fits Walker. Like
Maxon.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely Max in the building.
J Rock.
Oh, that's a good pick. Mozzie.
Kendrick needs to be there.
And if he's not, then he's never mind.
Kendrick never leaves the house.
Joe Moses.
It's like, what are the chances that all these
none of them will
support each other on some blood?
Be big for the West.
It's always something.
Everybody showed up for the pop out.
Not everybody.
But that's
For most
different,
of
though.
them.
The game wasn't even present. So, like, you know, that was.
He stood in solidarity with Drake.
He actually had some fucking morals and didn't pull LeBron James.
Oh, yeah. That's real.
He's the only one who's pretty much that stuck by Drake's side throughout the beef.
Yeah, that's
and even dissed Ross once he was dissing Drake.
Yeah. Record was hard.
That's a good point.
But you got him winning 100%.
Who, Game?
Game.
I'm going with Game every time.
All day against anybody.
You're getting paid by Elon Endgame.
No, I wouldn't say against anybody, but
Elon and by Wall Street.
he's in my top 5, so he's gonna get a lot of people.
Everyone vote kind of doesn't make sense. Everyone shouldn't be able to vote.
You think it should be like tastemakers choosing?
It's got to be people that understand the culture and the sounds and stuff like that. Because
Wait, so
they're
how
just
do you vote for versus? There's like
Those website. Yeah. Because I saw the B2K versus whatchamacallit, Pretty Ricky, and they got swept. I'm pretty sure that was like a community vote type
I
of
don't
thing.
think I've watched the versus live since Gucci Mane and Jeezy.
Yeah, COVID kind of.
Should stole the fuck off.
The Pretty Ricky one was dope because they just swept them, so it was like crazy.
Yeah,
to watch
that was
B2K.
crazy. B2K just dropped some new music for the first time in years.
It's like everybody's off of them because of the verses. You could tell.
It was that bad.
It was that bad, bro. They lost every 18-0. How do you do that? Pretty Ricky B2K, like Omarion and that versus.
It's 5 in the morning.
I don't think I've ever seen Pretty Ricky, whatever that is.
Yeah, Pretty Ricky's got a lot of hits.
They got some hits.
Like a kid thing or something.
Morning black people.
Yeah,
Music for show.
Back in the day.
yeah.
I heard it came out after like moved out.
It was about 2005. It came out in 2000.
It's actually like speaking highly of you.
I was watching like Nickelodeon and shit.
Yeah, you just
Or like Ebony Porn.
Right up on it.
Yeah, see.
That's crazy.
You were watching Ebony Porn. You weren't listening to Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, you hate Ebony.
instead of like Buffy the Body when she came
Yeah, of
out.
course. Yeah.
I got into her for a little while.
But never Pinky, because I've heard you say this.
Pinky's no.
The truth is, she fell off. Pinky, but like Prime Pinky.
Prime Pinky was dope though, right? She was lit at one point.
Prime Pinky was thick. She wasn't like fat, but then she got fat, and then it got sad.
I don't think she was ever really like in shape. She was always a ball.
She's a goat though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys all say that, but you're not beating up to
She's actually a goat.
When I was like
She's
nine,
actually
I
back in
was,
the
I was like 10 years old. For sure.
For sure.
What makes her a goat?
No,
That's
that's
not a racist.
the
Yeah.
Prime
Cherokee.
Pinky, Steve.
Cherokee.
Whole genre. Like, come on, bro.
You could be your goat, but I wasn't.
Sarah J, you lost me. Just shout out to the legend.
Ugly white woman, stop playing with me.
Shout out to Gordon.
She was a big part of it.
She kind of looks like that.
Honestly, she built her shit off what, like Howard Stern or anything. Why is she so iconic? It was like Howard Stern.
I think just because like her demeanor and like how she acted in the porns and shit, she just kind of like had a don't give a fuck attitude, and she looked like a librarian, you know. But she was taking a dick.
She was still fresh. That's her.
She'd be at the porn convention. She'd be pushing a hard line. Like people take a pic of her. She's like, "You got to give me fucking $500 for that. What the fuck are you doing?" Like she'd be tripping on people. I see videos or something. I don't know. She
Those girls have rates at the porn convention, so you can't just like
sneak a pic. Yeah, she was tripping on people I seen.
Makes sense, but yeah, I mean, a lot of these girls like they're just there to make money, so they expect the guys to compensate them.
No, I get that. It's like
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
I mean, what do you expect?
What do you guys like? Man, yeah, I tried to talk about it on the pod with Munchie and Lush the other day, but I saw this like fucking Joe Budden clip where he's like grilling his host about. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly.
I know. I watched it
a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
About not podding right. Basically about showing up on the pod and not trying to make shit interesting, not bringing anything of themselves to the table. And I guess I found that Danny from the Stop clip that I'm talking about, which we could watch it if we wanted again, but I just found that like to be so illuminating just because hearing Joe like have that conversation with his host was just like, I don't know. It's
right up your alley.
Yeah,
Loving it.
I just like seeing the clip.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of took not offense to, but like just a little. I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. Was he wanted them to bring more of their personal life, and I feel like if your personal life just isn't interesting, then I think you should kind of keep it out of the pod.
No, but
you know what I'm saying. Interesting personal life like our own Lush one, and sometimes he's just going in on his domestic situation, and it's just like, all right, bro, this is kind of too much. Like, let's get back to the topics. Like, I kind of don't care that much about, we get it. You're getting beat up. All right. We feel for you, but.
Okay, but to be fair, like while Lush doing that and making content about him being abused by his girlfriend, yes, that is the far example in which you're talking about something from your private life that is destructive, and any sane, reasonable person would not want to share that with the world. And we all agree that Lush is out of his fucking mind, and that's why he does these things. That being said, like the example that Joe was using with Ice was that he went to the beach with his current girlfriend as well as his baby mama and his daughter. I believe that was how it was. And when Joe asked him about it on the podcast, he kind of just like rushed through his review of how it went and just said like, yeah, it was cool. Everybody got along. It was good vibes. It was all cool. Yeah. And it's like, I guess I just really related to the way that Joe was speaking to him about that, because the basic like challenge that he was giving them was, how are you podcasters and you could go out and have an experience that so clearly lends itself to a comedic, interesting, or funny conversation? Like there just has to be elements of this that are kind of funny or kind of awkward or kind of amusing. And not everybody isn't saying that you need to be a stand-up comic with it and be able to deliver material about this kind of stuff in a way that is fucking fall down out of your seat hilarious. But I do think that the way that Ice was like incapable of processing his life into something that could provide even a couple of minutes of interesting conversation on a podcast, like really stood out to me because I feel like we don't really spend a lot of time talking about what we are actually doing on the podcast when we podcast. And the reason why I'm like kind of floating this all over again is because I feel like I tried to bring it up Tuesday and we didn't necessarily have like that great of a conversation.
I think it's
kind of rushed.
I think it's a fine line between it though, because I've learned a lot about podcasting just in my short time here in No Jumper. And it's just like, what I've been able to learn is, or to ascertain from the situation is that, yeah, sometimes you want to give people a personal insight or perspective, but then you don't want to go too much and then you have MCS and then you're just making it all about you all the time. So I try to find that balance and being able to come in, talk about some stuff, but not like hold the podcast hostage by whatever crazy shit I got going on. Just trying to gauge, okay, where is that balance at? Like, okay, y'all want to know something about this? Okay, I'm cool with talking about it, but let me not over talk it. And maybe Moose has something to say about something, or Adam.
But it's like we're throwing the lob and then it's like you're not dunking it. I think that's the problem. Is like Ricky said, if it's nothing exciting going on in your life, I get that. But like the examples that he gave are like Ish going on a couples retreat with 6 couples, and then he's just like, it was chill.
Right.
It's like you're bringing up that's a lot.
It was a
You're acting like there's nothing interesting there. It's like, why the fuck are you bringing it up then, bro? Like, this is your time to ball out. Like, go crazy. Like, you brought it up already. At some point, you got to be able to delve into it and make it interesting. Or why the fuck are you telling this?
But I think part of the problem too is that because I keep ever since I like saw that clip, I've kind of been thinking about what I'm doing a little bit more in terms of like what conversations I'm having about my off-camera life. And I've noticed that part of the problem is that a lot of the times you will have a conversation with somebody off camera that you would never have in a million years on camera. Like when you're hanging out with your girlfriend and you're talking about everybody that you know in common. Bro, if I were to fucking air out every single conversation I ever had with my wife, from her friends to her family to the people that I know, etc., it is like I could entertain y'all for hours and hours and hours telling you crazy shit that I know about people, crazy stories. And like, you don't want to go on a podcast and necessarily like make content out of innocent people in your life. Now, some people like streamers, a lot of times are like, they kind of only hang out with other content creators. So it's like everything is on the table. Like your wife who doesn't want to be part of it, or your kid who obviously like, most of the experiences you have with your kid, you're not going to just be like, listen to how this dumbass kid fucking choked on a rock or whatever. I mean, I feel like, but there is a fine line though, because it's like a lot of people who come on No Jumper on the news, whatever, they don't really bring anything from their own lives. And to the extent that they do, I don't know that they necessarily like know how to make it interesting, right?
Yeah.
But do you want more of that on the news?
I'm pro good conversation, period. And if that means that people have to like talk about their personal stuff, for sure. But I mean, at the same time, if the chat says that it's terrible and everybody in the room thinks it's terrible, like that was part of the conversation that happened on there is like basically, sometimes people try to tell a story from their life and then all of a sudden people start like snickering. Yeah. It's weird too, because you kind of have to like almost like clickbait your story to get people on the hook for you to tell your story. Like if Doughboy just said like, bro, the other day I was having sex and I shit all over myself. We are officially on the hook.
Good hook, yeah.
You easily have 10, maybe 20 minutes to tell us the story.
Great premise.
Because we all would love to hear about you pooping all over yourself,
Yeah, it's always like mixed emotions with that, because on the news they're always like, shut the fuck up about your life. We want to hear about topics. You know what I'm saying? And then like shows, it's more like we can get in our bag with the
news is not the format to make yourself the main star, but like how you're a good podcaster on the news is how you attack the conversation. Are you going to hit it from the top of the head? Are you going to hit it from the side, from the back, whatever? There's different ways to approach a conversation to make it like interesting. Like, no, I love you to death. But sometimes you be having like the most plain, like OG take when we're approaching a topic. And I'm like, I'm just like, okay, that's cool. intro part of it, but like let's actually find a nuance in this. Like let's attack this from different sides versus like telling like a personal story, or how do you integrate your personal story into the pod? Like sometimes you have to kind of extrapolate these stories that you're having in your life. Maybe you want to mention something that you heard that was crazy, but it's not your personal story. It's a way to tell it to still kind of like, put people on the hook, like you guys were saying.
Right.
But like with these two, Ish and Ice, they're like the homie put-ons to the pod. They're not expected to come and wow anybody with the way that they tell a story or something.
Because everybody else who got added to the podcast after them got added because they were actually supposed to bring something to the table. Like Queen's Flip is, a well-known social media character. He's funny, whatever. Mark Lamont Hill is super fucking smart and like, clearly pretty much like way smarter than everybody else on the podcast. Mona is funny, has her own fan base, etc. But meanwhile, with Ish and Ice, they probably wouldn't have been added the way that they were added if it wasn't for the fact that Rory and Maul left without a lot of warning.
Yeah. Right.
And Ice has some cool lore, right? Like Ice is actually like
I remember Ice back in the day, Twitter talking shit and being funny. And sometimes when you do watch the podcast, you're like, how is this the same guy that used to have edgy takes on Twitter every other day?
That's what I heard. It's kind of like they were actually podding, and then like through like backlash and episodes, it's just being jaded by the podcast game. They've reached this point to where they're like, oh yeah, I'm kind of more guarded. He feels like
in podding, you have to like kind of learn lessons, but not learn them too much. Like if you share a personal story about something embarrassing that you went through, and then you basically get like roasted by the chat or whatever for being like self-indulgent, for taking too much time to talk about yourself or whatever, like maybe there is a lesson for you to learn there about being a little bit more considerate about the amount of time that you're going to be willing to utilize on a podcast to tell a random story. But like,
I get their always on benefit, which gives me a gigabyte of data every month in over 70 destinations without spending a penny.
The first levels are clear, but the road goes on. Get ready for epic reveals and legendary loot. The industry's greatest names are on the horizon. Soon, the full lineup will step into the light. Follow our socials and website as we uncover this year's exhibitors and secure your ticket now.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal, but you've got dealership mode on the Car Gurus app. It's like your car buying sidekick when it's time to decide. Car Gurus, download the app and try dealership mode today.
There are endless ways to remove hair, but only one way to do it right. Our way. No strips, no shortcuts. No, seriously. Just smooth skills you can trust. So yeah, you can say we've done this once, or twice, or over 100 million times. We take the hair off. You take the world on. European Wax Center. Smooth, done right.
you also probably shouldn't take that lesson to make you never tell a personal story. Which I do feel like, because over the years, like, there's been times where I've gone on people's case about like over talking or interrupting, and then they'll just like shut down and not talk and be like, oh, well, I don't want to get yelled at for interrupting. And I'm just like, okay, clearly you're.
That's like a child.
Yeah,
it's a little immature.
What about like understanding like the hierarchy in the podcast, right? Like I'm very aware when I'm on camera with certain people, they're supposed to be front and center. I'm supposed to figure out a way to like add to this. And these guys seem like they understand that and they're overplaying their role. Because Joe keeps bringing in these specialists. Mark Lamont has been on CNN for what, fucking 30 years or something like that?
30 years.
What, I don't know. What,
He's on every week now. Yeah,
he's a big hitter. You bring Queen's Flip, big hitter. Him and Joe are like buddy on the podcast just because he's the funny guy. You know what I'm saying? Mona, same thing. Like, and these guys know we're little role players.
And I think it's all about trying to find your spacing in your time, because like even like with what I've dealt with here, it's like, okay, I'm a comedian. I come from a comedian background, but in my podcast history, I'm a comedian. I come from a comedian background. Nigga. But the majority of podcasts I did before was with people that I knew for a long time. So then you get thrown into a new environment and you don't know people. It's just like, And then the last thing you want to be is a comedian trying to be funny because it comes off forced. It comes off like you're trying to shove it in there. And that's just why it's just like, it just takes time to just find out like, oh, okay. And then even like, and I get it. Like I take all the criticism and I try to take it the best way that I can. Like, don't be so vanilla with my responses. Get these stories, you know what I'm saying? You know, the day they come in or the day before, research it. Okay, what's my take on this that's not just going to be run of the mill? Anybody that can read can say this. So I'm trying to figure it out.
And it's
That's not a figure.
seems like right now, whatever this is. I'm gonna keep working.
Self-awareness. Like everybody could say these words.
Anything in like a long time in that conversation to basically like make him think that we were getting on his ass, but he's still like internalized it.
Aware.
No,
not at all. It's just I think I've had a bit of a renaissance with the audience and the fans because when I first got here, it was nothing but bad stuff, and now you know it's been turning. So shout out to all the people in the chat. You know they give you positive feedback.
Come in hot like that, like Lush had that era where everybody was just politicking Lush's existence, and I got fucking. Well, I mean, Moose almost got it like through the lens of whack.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But then, like, fucking, you know, Flacco, when Flacco first came,
he was saying some crazy stuff, though.
But it was like every day we just had to politic Flacco's existence. Like, is it okay that he's spending all this money on his girl? Is it okay that he's fat? Is it, you know, it's just like
for him to say black mothers don't deserve.
You know one thing I can say is even though like you know even like when in the height of this dope boy about to get fired, I would like tell you like man you don't ever say nothing positive about da 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 da. One of my happiest days of this year was when you let me fill in last Tuesday because it made me feel like you know what I'm working hard. He could have picked anybody to pick you know to do this. He trusts me enough with you know one of the bigger shows on this. So thank you for you know what I'm saying just showing slight belief in me at times. It makes me feel better in my progression towards getting better.
One love. This type of conversation, like kind of the inside baseball, I'm interested in podcasting and shit, so it's interesting to me. But to the general public, you think this is fucking bullshit, like boring, like us talking about like about the dynamic of potting? Like,
if we were to overdo it, then for sure it would be bad. Like, oh my god, you want to hear somebody overdo it? I watched Joe Rogan interview Mr. Beast that came out like a week ago, and somehow they mentioned the idea of like making like a zombie type YouTube video where it's like real a reality show type thing where you have all these like Navy SEAL guys and they sleep in a place and fucking zombies can invade in the middle of the night and they have to shoot them with these different like guns or whatever, and like they basically end up talking for hours and hours about the logistics of doing this YouTube video. And Mr. Beast, like, it is interesting to get to see how his brain works, how he can take like any idea and then basically like add all of the steps that it would take to turn it into a YouTube video that would actually make sense on his channel. But it's just like one of the weirdest podcasts I've ever watched because they just sort of like accidentally fall into that conversation and then it basically becomes the entire
just planning a YouTube video is all.
Yeah, there is probably like that's not that, but it's so much more than you would ever expect. Like it so doesn't feel like they're having this conversation for an audience. They're just talking about this hypothetical.
It's really like this, just him and the homie talking.
But that's like those two dudes. Like that's literally their like talking.
Their baseline.
That's what they, you know, like how I don't know, the conversation could have went anywhere, but for them and maybe their audience, maybe they appreciate that enough because like Joe is low key just tizzing out on most pods. He's like, have you seen this like one obscure thing that proves this one weird talking point that I have? Let me break it down for you.
Do you actually watch Joe Rogan at this point, or do you just like tune into random clips that you see? Because
clips.
I try to watch random episodes, you know, like, but I would say I probably watch maybe like 10%.
I got into a flow with the comedians, the comedian roundtable, our parks or whatever.
Oh yeah, Protect Our Parks is great. That's the only Joe Rogan I watch now.
Stop
for sure.
for me. My mind to go look it up.
They haven't been doing it lately.
Yeah,
they haven't been doing
if
it.
I don't see a Matt and Shane episode, I'll go looking for it. But even them, like they've kind of fallen off.
No, I watch all Matt and Shane. Every episode, I'm a dog, baby. Shout out to Shane breaking the all-time one show selling.
Yeah, I seen that.
That was 77,000 tickets or something he sold for one show. It broke the Guinness World Record.
That's fire.
I can't even imagine standing in front of 76,000 people and just talking. This is
You're gonna get there,
insane,
don't
And you got it in your set. I got my dick. Control Adam.
I wanted to ask Adam this because we touched on this briefly. We don't like to double dip, but we got to get your opinion on this. And speaking of personalities and exposing one's personal stuff, what's your take on what Lush has been going through over the weekend? And did you see this? Okay. Funny you should say that. So he went on a Twitter
screen.
Twitter, Facebook, put on Instagram, any social media. So I got his Facebook post. This is a Facebook post in the middle of the night.
He was tweeting and Facebook posting
and IG stories.
middle of the night.
I have not tuned into the Lush One Facebook page.
Okay, so this is what it says. It's funny how much I be making these women come, and I'll tell you why. Y'all don't really love pussy like that. It's not a priority to you. That's why you're not sensual like that with a bitch, because you don't appreciate women. Like, y'all don't use all the features. You ain't never even hit sport mode in that thing. Me? I'm pushing every button and customizing it. Like, girls look at me like I'm crazy for being the first man to ever appreciate them. Like, they deserve to be, and they got the audacity to be confused. Yes, bitch, you are so fucking fine. I want to physically Anyways, hope y'all having a great evening. Bitch, DM me on IG if you want your ass ate. I'm off of being horny as hell. What's up? I'm up 6 bands tonight. Got a whip, got drank, got drugs. I just want a bad bitch who will let me eat her ass though right now, right now.
What's up with your man? What's going on with your man?
Social media, across all social. Tweet thread.
That's your man's, bro. That's rope game.
It's from Facebook to Twitter as well.
Yeah, some of it. Yeah, like
he sort of changed it up a
yeah, it's like, ad-libbing a little bit
for the different social levels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That one's word for word. Like,
is he trying to
what?
Is he trying to hit Tam?
Miss you too, gang. Hope to see you at some point. Regardless, you my sis for life. I'm always gonna have your back. Definitely a pleasure to work with you all day. He was horny.
Like that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
He didn't tweet at all, and then he tweeted that insane rant that you just read. But then if it keeps going, I got a huge crush on this girl. I've been in love with her for a while. She used to be with someone from Battle Rap. I'm sorry in advance, gang, because I'm taking this bitch. I wonder if he knows that like most girls don't really want to be called bitches.
he's posting the girl on his story too, on his IG story.
And then he wrote, but like also, how would Lush get up 6 bands in a night?
He's up 6 bands.
He's up.
How?
He told us.
What did you do? It just seems like a lot of money in one night. Like, dude, rob somebody? Like, what?
He put the 8 on layaway.
Oh,
I'm so glad you don't have a mic because that's crazy.
8th on layup?
famous land. Nah.
As soon as I said it in my head,
Maybe like 6 grams. I'm up 6 grams a week.
Lush.
What's up with you, man?
Should we do an intervention?
Ooh. The group chat because he was too horny.
Wait, did he really?
You didn't see that last night? He said, I got to here. I'm too horny, guys.
Playing poker, and I was just seeing the group chat going crazy, and I was just ignoring him.
Just scroll up a little bit. He said, I got to leave the group chat. I'm too horny, guys. And then he left. And he came back.
No.
He said that. You see it in there?
He didn't leave.
he didn't actually leave.
He didn't actually leave, but he said he was leaving the group chat.
So now he changed it.
No, he said he wasn't on one of his.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
But like, who is telling him that this is a good look? Does he notice
him
that nobody else in not only the No Jumper universe, but in America thinks that it's a thing to just go on like a horny wrestler rant on your social media? It's so crazy because it's like you can almost kind of understand someone doing this on one social network, but then doing it on like multiple and copy and paste it. What are you thinking?
And while still having tunes in your dick from the 8-hour suck session.
Suck session.
You know, I said earlier on the news, I seen a straight up post to his story. I need sex. Capital letters.
I feel like that's such a turnoff to any woman who might have sex with you.
Or any.
No, but apparently we got confirmation that some of the songs was in back. You seen the DMs.
The woman in question was in the DMs as well as other women.
Wait, so if you said you said that I need to have sex?
I never said that. I've seen a guy that I went to high school with post that,
and it worked.
Of course it did. assume it didn't.
I feel like a lot of these like sort of women who are like young enough that they grew up terminally online, like dating apps and shit, that maybe like they view sex as being so transactional that they would kind of go for that.
No.
You're
You gotta be in that like scene though of bitches that are just like they're swapping.
You know, if you were to tweet like, "Hey, I really want to just fuck tonight. Hey, my homegirl's like down to get dick down tonight." Maybe they'd because sex is so demystified. But I feel like in the real world, girls want to believe that they're taking part in something that's at least somewhat scarce.
They want to be courted.
Back in the day, we used to play the Facebook games where they were like low key little dating games. You would post something like my status and I'll send you a message or whatever, something I'll never say to you. And then it's your opportunity
Like,
to
I want
pop
to
it
eat your
out. Right. So I feel like the dudes that still engage in that, like the dudes posting those corny ass Justin LeBoy tweets and stuff, is like you just don't get it. Like you never evolved in your poon getting career. You could
time like Amber, like
before we start talking about settings. But Lush One posted a 58-minute call with it, and also it would have been great if we were able to react to what Ricky was saying. But yeah,
I agree, Ricky.
Can't wait to taste it again midday. And then he tags this girl Fuego X95. Just got to figure out when I'm bringing you out.
He said he lives 3 states away on the news today.
Can we click on Fuego's page? Or is it
Houston Bay.
I am planning on going to her page once I get done reading this.
She spent time in prison, he said.
And this is her?
Yes.
And is it just...
It's just a screenshot of her. Of her if you go to the story.
Yup, my new Tejano, like a Texan, I guess. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Oh, she did 7 years in prison though with a bunch of fucking. How could one person be this cringe?
He's so cringe.
Oh, he needs to be excommunicated. Got me out here making bad decisions.
I think this is Germ's homegirl too. So
This is 2017.
For another pit.
Yeah.
Okay, little flat cheeks.
What's it say?
He was literally in the office with us doing this.
What do I have to do to make it so that I can read this?
I know.
Oh, you like tap it?
Press for it.
Yeah, usually, on the phone you can do that. I told you that I have a crush on my new Yaya just because you had truth on my last bitch. Dude, why this apply to multiple people and y'all all lames?
Don't be mad she choosing up, gang. I don't even be trying to chase these rapper girls / Latinos. Bruh, it's not my fault they choosing up on my aura, sauce, and passion. How is this a real person? Plus, I ain't a weirdo with no stripes in the land like you from something. I can't read that.
We talk about Doughboy like he's doing this, but this is actually Lush doing this. Doughboy has never done something this cringe.
Yo, that's true. This is way worse than whatever Doughboy has been doing. But it's like concentrated around this one thing. Like Lush is so much gayer and more cringe in his pursuit of vagina than he is in other things. And I say that well aware that he is very, very cringe when it comes to many other things, many other aspects of his life. Faded as hell. Which slut want her ass ate? My new bitch said I can do whatever I want.
This is like how I was tweeting when I was like 14 and got coochie for the first time.
He was himself rapping, and then only him watching someone else rap.
It's an AI battle.
Is it really?
This is not AI, but then it eventually becomes AI after it was a weird video.
And he's got some kid.
Can't be posting a kid on your story after you post.
So no, that looks like possibly too.
If you fuck with me, you gotta ignore my IG for real, twin. Who is this?
It's just some random girl. It's like a viral video. She's just saying like, I'm gonna be posting hoe shit on my story pretty much. So you got to deal with it.
That is true. Yeah. And then now this is an hour ago. He's just kind of like dick riding a local rapper
on the block.
Let's investigate his new bitch.
And yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This shorty was in the DMs.
Your DMs?
No,
his
DMs.
Oh,
she was present
from him saying, "I want."
No, like contact means and being exchanged and stuff. It seemed like reasonable.
She offers some words of wisdom in this clip.
She tell me He says that my new bitch is she lets me do whatever I want. Yeah. When she's never met you or talked to you or spent any time with you, it's almost like she's not actually your bitch and she's just a random person that you've been talking to on Instagram. Okay, so this is seriously a podcast clip of Lush's new boo, and we're gonna find out like what she thinks about it.
Secret into breaking into the music industry as a female artist.
Thank God. I've been looking for some informative materials about that exact topic. All right.
Let's talk legacy. What is some advice you would give to another young woman trying to break into the music industry right now?
Some advice I'd given to young women these days.
I love starting an interview with someone who has accomplished absolutely nothing with their life. Let's talk about legacy. No. A week ago. Let's talk about.
Let's just gonna put her on, bro.
Don't let a motherfucker sell you a dream. Do not, because I did that. You know, I starting off early, you know, looking for a chance, taking opportunities. I put myself in a lot of dangerous situations. By the grace of God, I never.
It almost sounds like she's describing a different line of work.
This is free spring. I'm not
It's like she's describing a different line of work and not being
not the music industry.
It feels like you're being a little too vague for your advice here to be really like rooted in the music industry. But I don't want to assume too much.
This was her experience at the labels.
Okay. This is
Nothing really happened to me.
Let's talk legacy.
No, it's healthy.
It's the legacy. That's like asking no she's experienced racism.
Yeah.
You used to clip a podcast how it actually had to be like something that people would want to watch. And now a lot of times when you watch a podcast clip, you're like, oh shit, that was like nothing.
Yeah.
Like he didn't even try to like create a good segment there.
You just have to put something on the system. Hustle Town certified exclusive, powerful team life setbacks and still being blessed during the struggle.
Check out Bleezy Setbacks and support Fuego X95.
Radiation. Only a couple seconds. Working exclusive.
Let me tell you what about setbacks. You got to pay the rent. You just went out, you pregnant, now your baby daddy did.
Oh, see my fuck with her.
This is just germ.
That's our bars. It's a skinny germ. I mean, let's just be honest. That's a skinny germ.
What about the he wrote, and she'd been to prison with like 9 hard eyes.
7 years. He said
7 for 7 years.
What does a woman have to do?
You were over here saying Chunky Barbie was kind of turning you on.
Okay, but would I actually like profess to have a crush on Chunky Barbie? No.
Yeah.
Let's be serious. Sure.
Yeah. Also, Lush was getting Chunky too.
But you know what that reminds me of though? Is that Lush at a certain point was on the podcast with Germ and she was describing like why he pisses her off so much. And she was kind of talking about like how they would go get dinner and they would go to a taco truck. And then he would start freaking out about being like, oh, it's so crazy that I'm like in this neighborhood getting a real deal authentic taco, like at this specific truck, which on one hand, like you got to appreciate Lush's like enthusiasm for life.
For life, yeah. The simple things.
At the same time, like that does sound like the same annoyance that I feel when he talks about pussy, because it's like, yes, pussy is great. Tacos, great. Burritos, great. You just don't need to like the fact that pussy is inarguably amazing and the fact that burritos are inarguably an amazing thing to eat just does not justify you talking about these things
to exhaustion,
right.
You know,
in the way that he does. Like, it doesn't just mean that everything is out the window. You know, it's like you still have to be a cool, chill, reasonable person. You can't just be this weird, crazed sex zombie that you apparently think is a good look and just be like making a Facebook post just saying like, oh, I just want to fuck you forever and just lay in your like, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah, cool and chill. equation right now.
What's worse, the homie that carries it like Lush, or the dude that just disappears, or like every time you hang out with him, he's in his phone trying to get to the
I'd
next
rather
match.
because at least it's not bothering me.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to
That's
listen to
annoying
anything.
too, though. It's always something on the line. Always got to.
Yeah, like what if he just disappeared? It's like he couldn't even podcast because he wasn't even getting a whip.
I would not like that. I would like
Well,
Lush to be here.
Lush's ability to get pussy is rooted in the ego that he has from being a no jumper host. Like if it wasn't him being a no jumper host, he would have to like start proclaiming to be a drug dealer or something. Like he would just have to like find something else to like say he was doing. Like currently, no jumper is this thing that Lush does on the side while he spends all the rest of his time obsessing over girls.
Being his artist.
I think he's just going through his whole phase. He's just doing it publicly. Like I think there's no different than when chicks break up with a dude and they go bang 8 different guys.
They do it
like,
in the shadows.
I
At
know.
least.
That's the thing. I've just seen it all the time. It's like we've all done it. It's like I'm just oh my granny.
I'm trying to eat.
It's useful to like think about if a girl was doing it, because could you imagine a girl hopping on Facebook and being like, "Oh my god, I need dick so bad. I haven't been fucked in 2 weeks. I'm dying. I just want to clobber on a
1,000 DMs."
But think about how grotesque that would be, and how you would just think down about that woman so much. And like, as much as Lush is like maybe less cringe because he's a dude, it's like it turns out no, it's just as cringe. It's like the lamest shit ever. And it needs to stop. And he needs to start listening to us. Like we keep making fun of him for the way he's been talking about girls. And it's like he thinks that we're kidding. It's like he thinks that we're like just fucking with him. It's like, no, we want this to stop. Like nobody wants to hear you talk about girls like this. It's gross.
It's just the way he talks. Like if he was a pussy hound and he's just fucking bitches left and right and telling cool, funny stories, then it's like, okay, that's different. But just being like overly cringe horny is not entertaining.
No, and even that, get on the podcast and tell us about some sex that you had and or a date that you went on. We're here for that.
Yeah.
But we do not want to sit here and hear you talk about how bad you want to have sex.
Like hypothetical coochie. It's not
Disgusting.
cool. Not cool at all.
Just have a sex intervention with him. Just sit him down.
You're not here. And if you call, we're not going to pick up.
I'll write a speech for him.
We
Like,
want you to know how
I want my friend back. I'm gonna be crying.
Yeah, sex took my friend. Actually,
I have a dream that Lush was talking about Gucci.
He's beefing with the Berganza Bros right now because he thinks that they're hating on him getting poon.
No, they're just being the real. Yeah, they're being the realest because they have to hear about it the most, because when he gets off the pod, he runs straight to their corner and just talks their ear off for hours.
Okay, Doughboy?
What's up, my boy Retired?
Something. You reading it is like ruining. You're on a podcast.
Gotcha. My bad.
Just an idea.
And as a dude, I feel like the best thing, if you're actually really getting a lot of poon, you can't talk about it.
That's what I'm saying. This is so anti getting coochie.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's like
for coochie.
Yeah, it's so bad.
He thinks it's good because okay, this is like a weird dynamic. Is that if you're Blueface and everyone knows that you're fucking everybody, or if you're Drake and you're fucking everybody, it's like it doesn't really like negate. It doesn't have a negative effect on you.
It does kind of boost it.
Yeah, because you're obviously so high value as a man that it's just not going to really like lower your value, because any woman that's going to have sex with Drake or Blueface already knows that he's had sex with a lot of other people and they're like bought in on that idea. If you're Lush, like the prospect that he will date you is a big part of why a woman might choose to put his shrimp style vagina in their mouth or vagina, is because he, like, the idea that this person might actually be down to be your boyfriend is like a big part of the thing, right? Like girls aren't fucking Lush thinking like, oh, like I just want to get fucked by the celebrity. That's like what they think when they fuck Drake. But like with him, it's like he needs to be kind of selling the idea, like I have drugs, you can hang out at No Jumper, I'll fuck you. You can masturbate after.
But to be, it's very like LA minded, because like Moose going back to Sacramento, Moose is lit. You know, I take Lush to Vallejo.
Right.
Lush is kind of a celebrity because there ain't much going on. You know what I'm saying?
Celebrity here too.
Yeah, I'm saying like to the Texas girl with the 1,500 followers trying to get in the rap game, Lush is kind of, you know, he can flex that celebrity bone, even if it's just a No Jumper, you know, connections, things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
that
honestly,
makes sense.
If that girl is just looking to get some internet clout, which we all know that basically describes like a huge percentage of women out there, if she messages Lush and then she's willing to subject herself to, 5 to 10 minutes of sucking his shriveled Zandic, she will be able to get the attention that she's vying for. The whole No Jumper universe will become aware of her once she posts a video about fucking Lush. For sure. We'll all watch it.
In your every day. Nature made to care for you every day.
Wrong guard, bad. Right guard, right.
Samir, I got a question for you. Hit me. Why are we outside? It's a good question.
And personally, I'm here for that. I'm perfectly happy to feed into that content.
It seems like anybody who gets fucked in this, not even under this roof, but just somebody under this roof fucks somebody, we know about it.
Yeah. Things that happen
From Doughboy.
Oh, Lord.
People.
It was a joke. It was a joke. It never happened. It's never happened.
As far as No Jumper goes, like, if you're fucking someone and they're even like coming here, yeah, people are probably gonna figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, they're coming here. They might sit on a couch or two.
They might post on the couch.
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Yeah. You might even get to be on the news.
You never know.
Really? Is that really the method to get on No Jumper?
No, I'm
just kidding.
Yeah, just kidding. I'm just messing around. I'm just
abusing that shit.
Wait,
you'll fuck someone just so that
you're gonna suck Josh off?
I don't need you offering. I'm just gonna get on the streets. What you do No Jumper is like lax enough that if you had a girl that you were fucking and you brought her on the news with you, like if you were just like, yo, let me like have that girl sit next to me on the news, that like we would be like, okay. And then there would be like a thread in the Reddit with a picture of her and like 100 responses saying, this is her Instagram.
Yeah. Zoom in on her feet.
Well, now I know.
It's a level of clout that comes with it.
I don't like if you got a thing, it will probably be like, damn, like what the fuck is wrong with Ricky? He keeps bringing this retarded.
Yeah, but if you bring like every week, that would be amazing. You know
Why
what I
did they
mean?
put Tortas on the homie though?
No, that's
He's not
out of
even
pocket.
moving
Flacco's
like
out of pocket for that.
Oh, did you hear about that? What? Flacco been leading the platform.
What do you mean?
Dude, can we get into
You're afraid. I haven't seen it.
You swear that you're deathly afraid to say anything to Flacco about anything he has to say about No Jumper.
What did you say? I don't-
Even if
That's
he's
true.
I was the only person sticking up for you. Like,
Oh god,
Flacco's ours.
He said 99% of the hosts here would suck semen off the floor to get on the news.
Wait, okay.
And then he said,
Yo,
if you're on the platform, you're probably on the news or on a show.
Yeah, that's like the starting point.
In the news, right? So what? I mean, I feel like Doughboy.
I didn't see this. I just heard what he was kind of saying.
What Doughboy just said doesn't make sense.
Here we go. You get more context here.
Way, okay. Here's a second way. Now, this way is primarily for the Mexicans, okay? If you're not a Mexican, I'm sorry, but this method in for you. If you're not a Mexican, this method in for you. Forget about it, okay? The method would not work for you if you ain't a Mexican, okay?
Why did you say words?
You got sister, cousin, and auntie, a young auntie, that's between the weight of 200 to 270 pounds. If you got a cousin, a sister, a auntie, a mama.
I could have said this in 4 seconds for the record. This is my one problem with Flacco content. Is how is this 44 seconds?
it's smart. That was ridiculous.
It's just like such a simple thought, which is good. It's like when it comes to the YouTube runtime, this is good. But it's just, to me, that's
You gonna hit that 15?
if you want me to criticize, why is this taking so long? But anyway, okay.
Between the weight of 200 to 270 pounds. I think they call tortas. I don't know. Shout out my Mexicans. I rock with y'all. Right? I don't know the words. I don't know the terms. If torta is offensive, my apology. My apology. I don't mean a diss. My apology. But I think they're called tortas. 200 to 270. Okay? Go to a no jumper live event. All right? You know,
What about that?
They be live, they be outside, they be at like parties, stuff like that, right? I think the next like live event is like somewhere in Vegas somewhere. Go to a no jumper live event with your torta. Okay? Again, 200 to 270. That's the range. If they under 200, forget about it. You got no chance. Bring your torta family member. There's a guy that's gonna be there with a hat. So Joshua Manahan.
Oh my God.
Manahan. You tell your
I thought that was probably where he
Stay tuned. Bro, you know he's doing the Stephen A. This is Stephen A's whole timing and everything.
Is it really?
This is Stephen. This is a Stephen A. shtick.
But I mean, it would be like not funny if I said it in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, like it was just like the fact that it took so long to get to it is kind of wild to me, I guess.
So go ahead and flirt with Josh. Now, the torta is gonna flirt with Josh. She's gonna get Josh Instagram. Okay. Now she's gonna go home and DM Josh. Hey, I'm the torta that met you last night. She's gonna go out with Josh. Now, Josh a playboy, you feel me, right? Josh is probably gonna smash 1 or 2 times and probably never, like tap back in with her again, okay? But
this is massively inaccurate. Like Josh is just hitting it and quitting. Josh has the opposite problem.
He loves them all.
Right. That's my problem. Fucking he like all the girls that Josh bangs, I would bang them too. I just wouldn't like move them in. I wouldn't like fucking go Facebook official with them. But for some reason he kind of has like missed out on that part of the game where it's like you can just hit it and just quit it, or at least like not marry them.
Josh at least got a heart. Josh is not cruel. Josh is not, I don't know. Listen, Josh ain't like your boy, okay? Josh got a heart. After the first time she give the box up to Josh, she got to ask Josh for a favor, okay? She got to ask Josh for a favor because if she let Josh tap for a second time, he's gone. But if he hit one time, you got at least one good favor before he hit a second time and he's done with her. So after the first time he hit, ask her, hey, I got a cousin, I got, my brother, my nephew, he's really great at podcasting. Can he come and do the news? And then you come and do the news and you put on a performance of a lifetime.
Like, did he ever fuck a girl and then her cousin got on the news?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Are you all lying?
No, I don't.
You guys were guns about?
He knows it's true.
I never heard of that.
You can't speak.
But this is what they want you to be gravely offended by. They want you to take this to heart.
No, this wasn't it. It was like no jumper attacks, pretty much saying the platform shit. The same.
Flacco makes fun of the other hosts on No Jumper. That's just like, yeah, he can say that. I don't care. If he says something about me, I might get concerned, but he can say whatever he wants about you guys. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
I told him to fire OBS and defend themselves.
I think it was less pretty much saying like how much does he have to talk about No Jumper being bad as a platform for Adam to get sick of it and actually speak out about it. But you're pretty much saying it's not even on your radar.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. Like if he does say that, then like I would respond. Like if anyone sent me a clip of Flacco saying something that I felt like was offensive enough that I wanted to respond to it, I would do so. But,
okay. God, it seemed like he was more tapped in.
You wanted him to be offended by that earlier.
Yeah, what was he saying about no? Because I haven't seen this video.
I wasn't the one bleeding it like that. I wasn't. That was him and Lex that was on.
What was the thing that you guys were like?
No, earlier, I don't know. Lex had more of it. Like he was saying, there's been so many things. Like, when is Adam gonna get sick of it? And I just don't fuck with Flacco, so I'm gonna jump on that train.
Yeah,
but I didn't
defend himself. Everybody else was asking for help. Lush in particular.
Wait, so what? Like.
I wasn't saying that.
Supposedly, or his live stream recently, he was talking a bunch of shit about No Jumper. I didn't watch it though, so I don't know.
Boys here, he was just saying like,
okay. I didn't see it.
It's a continuation of his beef with Munchie and like other people, but Munchie will give Flacco 30 minutes on any given day.
Yeah, he really beef with Munchie. He's supposed to do that.
Telling Ricky because he's like, get on your OBS and respond. But I'm like, Ricky got me on a call with Flacco and made me squash the beef with him. So it's like Ricky can't tell me to get on my hill and attack him when you're the one that made me stand down. And for my respect to Ricky, I stood down.
Does everyone know that? Because I didn't even know that.
I just found out
that was supposed to be some gentlemanly We
back at it.
talking about
You're my jumper. I really rock with my squad.
I was protecting the brand. I was making sure it didn't get too far.
Here's the
You know what
thing.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care if Adam responds or not, but I'm still gonna say
Josh,
Flacco.
Since the divorce, we know of him having slept with 3 different Mexican women. Presumably.
Yeah.
It would appear. And I don't know that any of them has been 200 plus pounds.
Not even close.
No, I do. I have concerns about.
Oh, yeah, actually, one of them. Yeah, one of them
might have been knocking on 200 at one point,
but the other ones are so small that they're closer to 100 than 200.
Right.
That cancels it.
Exactly. Yeah, easily under 150.
Yeah.
So there is one who I believe has probably touched 200 at one point in their life. I do believe that person is probably has decided that Ozempic was for them.
I haven't seen that. They re-rocked it.
I don't know, because you never know. Like, you see somebody in real life, and then you see like a picture of them that looks super hot, and you're like, whoa, they like got in shape. But then you're like, oh, well, I'm believing Instagram.
The Facetune might have done its job.
You know, like there's a girl. Oh my god, there's a girl that I saw that I turned down for Plug Talk at one point, and I saw a picture of her at some event, and she looked so hot that for a second, it took me a little while to realize I had actually been around this girl in real life. She took herself from a 3 to a 10 in these photos. Like the most, and I really feel like it's probably some kind of weird AI app.
Like literally the catfish definition, like just completely fake.
Girl that you said before, different. Oh, okay.
But it was egregious. That egregious.
It's like a girl that I turned down from having on Plug Talk. I didn't even send it to Lena because I was so certain that Lena was going to be like, "You want to fuck this girl? Like, why would you want to fuck this girl? This girl."
You feel like when you send her some iffy ones, some bullshit.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely.
You're using her lens more than your lens.
I mean, she'll like zoom in on like the part of it that's fake, or like where they like stretch their butt out.
Like, look at this blurry part.
It's so stupid. You can't tell. I'm like, so I try to I try to keep like a decent standard. But then like looking at this girl's picture, you would think that she was the hottest chick to have ever walked the face of the earth.
That's crazy. That's out of
something totally.
In real life, I didn't even want to fuck.
Damn.
Are most girls like not as bomb in real life?
What do you think?
Yeah, most definitely.
So good. Like I'm saying, no. I'm talking about when you're watching the scenes type of thing, like actual porn.
I mean, every girl's gonna make herself look as good as possible on Instagram. Then you fuck them in real life.
The angles, all the angles are the most perfect ones. Never the bad side of them. You know, never the double chins getting shown.
Oh, I every girl, I find things that are imperfections and blemishes like at a pretty high
you
rate.
accept them.
Like Racing Chicks was in there. It's fucking 24-hour stream. It was actually genuinely like bad as fuck.
Wait, who?
The girl that Munchie was filling on at the beginning of the 24-hour stream.
Oh yeah, the porn star
Rachel.
Just shot with her. She was like Russian.
Unbelievable. I was like, what the fuck?
But she's hot, but also if you go to her Instagram, I'm sure
She
you
looks
can
a lot
find
different.
Photos. If you were to put them side by side with like a regular ass iPhone photo of her, you'd be like, okay.
Even when she walked in here, she was more like, post scene, chilling, no makeup. Yeah. I'm sure on our Instagram, it does not look like her.
Stars on Instagram. I feel like it's too good now.
Do y'all follow?
Too good now.
You follow Jesus and I Love Kimchi?
I have been seeing that whole saga play out, and then the Young Thug call, where it's like the old Young Thug call, and he's like, "Y'all got some rappers bitches in there," and he's just like, "Oh, come on,
I don't
come
know
on."
about that.
He's the first one to expose it, I guess. Like, kind of, that was a piece of the puzzle. He was on the front with him.
You're up on this?
Yeah, the girl that had.
For sure, he don't know.
I don't know. I'm not really a big porn.
But Jesus was on FaceTiming, and he's like, sees in the back.